Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's we're going to be reviewing a Storyteller Stealth Edition. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Warner Van Center here in Utah for giving me some time with this van. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out their inventory and what they are all about. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Matt. He's in the sales department. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Powering this is the new 2-liter high-output diesel that goes through a 9-speed automatic transmission. It puts out 211 horsepower and then 332 pound-feet of torque. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So I'm mainly going to focus on the Overland modifications by Storyteller on this. So first off, I've noticed that this actually has a hood decal. This is to help reduce glare while you're driving. That's why it's got that kind of like matte finish on it. And then I like how the Mercedes-Benz emblem also matches that. Notice we do have regular headlights, fog lights, all of that. And from the front end, it has a really cool appearance if you ask me. Now, tire and wheel setup on this is 265/70, 16 in the front and over in the rear. And I actually like the wheels, again, all blacked out. And these are great off-road tires. Now, this is an all-wheel drive model. It does have a stock suspension, so nothing's been changed there. Basically, just an upgrade on the tires. We've got these fixed side steps, which help out with getting into the passenger area, but then also getting into the side, which we'll go over a little bit later. And then you can see the model, it's called the Mode from Storyteller, from what I understand. And then Stealth is like kind of like the trim package in a way. But anyways, here's the side profile on the one side with the door, and here's your side profile on the other side. And this is where you have the ladder to access the top. Now I'm gonna try to do this with one hand, so it should be fine. They have these grip tapes on them, which actually helps out quite a bit. And yeah, you can do this with one hand. You just gotta be patient. So we've got tons of storage space. Up top, you can see that's for the ventilation. This is the AC unit and everything. We have a solar panel up here as well. But yeah, I mean, just tons of space. Now, I know this is not the best vantage point, so I'll kind of lean back a little bit so you can kind of see the top a little bit better. And so this leads us to the rear. So the doors actually open up normally, even though got this whole setup here on the back. So you don't have to move anything out of the way, which is nice. And the doors open nice and wide, as you can see. So I'm not going to get into every technical bit with this, but you guys can see with the breaker setup here. So not storage, but pretty easy to access that. So this is essentially the electrical box is a way that you could look at it. And then this is just to turn on the cargo lights, which are right across there. And then this is your water storage. Now, it's actually inside of the van. So as long as you keep the van warmer, then technically, right, you can have water in colder conditions, but again, the interior of the van has to stay warmer. But you can see all the different ways you can get water. So you can do like water siphon, or you can hook up to city water, all that kind of stuff. You've got a drain for the water as well. And then this is the outdoor shower, that whole system. So pretty cool with the setup. This would be, I don't know, if you have a dog to wash or something like that, or if you have to clean off your boots or other gear. And then notice this here, really durable feeling. But yeah, also has like a grip to it, and you can clean it very easily. So that's kind of like the back area. And this is the most exciting part. We're popping inside. So you've got this step up here, which makes getting in easy. And the flooring is very nice on this part. It's got, I think it's like vinyl. I'm pretty sure I have similar stuff in my house. But then you can see the vinyl there. So really nice seats here for the passengers. These front seats do swivel backwards, so you can kind of have a little community space in this area. And the next thing is going to be the refrigerator. So it's down here. Pretty straightforward with that. It's got quite a bit of space inside. This is just a sink inside here. And something to mention is, because of where the water heater is and everything, it's like, I think it's like down in that area, not the seat, but underneath. The water does have to be pumped up into the sink, so then if the sink gets full, you have to pump the water back down. But you can see, if I can get the lighting to hit this right, we've got controls for all of that. Sink, drain, pump, right? So pretty straightforward with the use there. I'm actually gonna close this door and see if that helps out. Much better when it comes to visibility. So you can see the countertop here, and then we've got these drawers. This is interesting. So you click in and then you pull out. These are basically all, and then you click in to lock it. These are basically all just for storage here. So I'm not gonna go into every single one of them. Lock back up. And then up top, depending on the drawer will depend on the use. So you can see you've got some here for storage. And then this is the shower. Actually, those ones are storage. So with the shower, you pull out the head and everything. There's a box in the way. Now that the box is out of the way, we can lift this up. So basically, there's your shower drain and all of that. Kind of an interesting setup. But yeah, then you can cover it up, and then you just have this little latch that you put on that, and that's what kind of holds that in place. But yeah, it has a shower as well. That's really easy with the finish. This also comes with a microwave, so that's another nice feature. Like I said, that's storage. Got to move the box again. Well, now that pesky box is out of the way, we can see the bed here. So this cushion does pull up, and this isn't all the way, so we also have this section of the bed that you can fold down all the way across. This is the stand part, that's why I left this one up. But with the bed, you actually can fold it up here. So it's a magnet system. I don't know if you can see with the red strap. You pull the red strap and then it releases, and then if you don't have the red strap, it just sticks like a magnet. So it's really cool system, but that would allow me to put it on the bed. And then this side, you can see red strap and everything has the same setup. But with the bed, in terms of how you lay, you'd lay across from one side to the other. So if you're a really tall person, you might have to kind of scrunch your legs up a little bit, kind of lay in a fetal position, I suppose. But yeah, it's really cool that you've got the whole bed set up right there. And then that right there is the AC unit. I just noticed that I got an outlet down below. And then this is the fun part. So hold this down. This will turn on the power for the van. We've got the control stack here. It's got a cool animation with it. But this controls everything. So for the lights, for example, I can just press this and boom, we have light. And some of these lights you can manually turn on or off, depending on what you want to use them for. And then press that to turn it all off. You got the home screen, it lets you know tank, all of that. Power management, that's crazy. Lets you know how much you have left with everything. And the interior. So yeah, it's super easy to use. And when you're all done, just hold it down again. Takes a minute. And then it'll do a beep and it'll turn the whole system off. So pretty straightforward. And then this is just a mirror. And that is the fun section with the interior. So I'll give you guys one more look at the exterior. And then we'll pop up to the driver's seat to just show that quickly. So being a Sprinter, we've got nice trim here in the door panel. And then you've got these seats. They actually say Storyteller there in the headrest. But yeah, nice leather seats. They're power adjustable, by the way. Memory function, heated on top of that. And then again, that step makes getting in really easy because it's a tall van. But I've done Sprinter reviews before, so it's not any different than any other Sprinter up front, really. You got the normal gauge cluster. You can see the Mercedes steering wheel. You got adaptive cruise control with this. Got the big infotainment system, which will close the door quickly. This is where you can see the camera system. 360 camera system helps out quite a bit. It's a big van, right? It's a nice feature to have. Got your climate zone down below as well. And then you can see the cup holder storage. And the passenger has heated memory seat, all of that. So they get all the same nice features. And then you still get this storage up above. I don't know if it's going to pop up on camera very well. So it has all the normal cargo van stuff on top of being a house in the back. So here's our window sticker for this van. Again, you can see 2024 mode and then stealth. Anyways, here is all of the equipment. So if you want to read everything that this comes with, feel free to freeze the frame so you can read the specs. Like for example, we have the 21-gallon freshwater tank. So that's like something And then here's your warranty information. So you've got both warranties. So the Storyteller stuff and then the Mercedes-Benz warranty. There's your total price on these. So you can see 199. That's weird. So MSRP 279, but then see through. I don't know. Anyways, 199,743 is the total MSRP on this Overlanding van. And with that being said, I do plan on reviewing more vans. You guys can see they've got this one with like the bronze wheels and everything. That one's a Mystic package. And then the really cool one is over here. They've got a Beast that has different suspension. I'll be doing a review on that one as well. Just so you know, I plan on doing more of these van reviews because I know there's a lot of people that want to see them. But let's start with this one and see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood. Both of the mirrors, they actually have blind spot monitoring. And then, although there's a lot of stuff in the back, because the windows and these big mirrors, it's actually not bad. The visibility. Camera system also helps out too. There is that. So, I've done a few of these cargo vans and some of these converted cargo vans over the years, but this is kind of my first in on you know, Storyteller and just these all-out van conversions. I do plan on doing more of these in the future for those of you that are wondering, because I think this is a cool thing to post. Not a lot of people post reviews on this on YouTube, so I think it's a thing that's worth posting. I guess that we got some traffic here. What I will say right off the bat is it's actually pretty comfortable in here. The seats are nice. So these are comfortable. I mean, these are just the stock Mercedes seats, but they're nice. Again, for a cargo van, oh, that's cool. The person can let me through. For a cargo van, it's pretty solid for the overall comfort. Good power. It drives well. Now, this is again stock suspension. You can hear some stuff in the back. I don't know if I have everything locked down fully properly, so do gotta kind of consider that. This is quick for a... Now obviously this has no water in it. That would kind of change the acceleration a bit, but the diesel does really well. And the ride quality, I expected it to be like dunk 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 with the ride quality, but it's not. It actually does a solid job of just being smooth. I'm impressed. Really impressed. Not as much wind noise as I expected too. It'd be interesting to see how the one with all the off-road kit, the Beast version, and then the suspension that has, how that drives compared to this. But this is easy to drive. Yeah, the damping's, I mean, I'll have to see what that Beast is like another day. But the damping on this doesn't seem to be too bad. It's easy to maneuver. Man, I'm impressed. I think the thing I'm most impressed with is, I mean, maybe they just do a bunch of lightweight stuff, but how this doesn't feel cumbersome to drive. You know, I think with the added weight, it, you know, I don't know, I just think it wouldn't drive well. So to cap things off, with the driving, it pretty much drives like a regular cargo van. Again, like I said, you can hear a little bit of stuff in the back, but I don't know if that's because I don't have everything folded up properly and all of that. But aside from that, pretty well buttoned down. I don't feel like you concede anything. At least, again, it doesn't have water in it, so maybe that'll change the driving dynamics a little bit, because that's a lot of weight. Water is heavy. But unloaded, at least, it drives really well. And yeah, this is such a cool setup. I understand why this is so appealing to people, because this is a lot less intimidating to drive than like an actual, like a full-on RV. Because, you know, if you go from a regular car to this, it doesn't feel too different. So let me know what you guys think about this. And if you happen to be more well-versed than I am in the van world, let me know what packages you'd like to see. Like I said, I plan on doing one on the Beast version, maybe later this week or next week. But yeah, just let me know what packages, or let me know if they do. So they have Storyteller. I think they have another brand here as well that they sell. I can't remember the name on it, but they have another Overlanding brand as well. So if there's any brands, I can ask them about it and see what you guys want to see. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this Storyteller Stealth.